What is this weird drawer in a fancy hotel? The internet says it's a modern desk for a quill and headphones holder, but that just seems so weird, and we're all baffled. It literally is just the cylindrical drawer. It has no locks, it can't rotate, and you can't pull out the rectangular section around it. The channel is what threw us off. This is at the Pfister Hotel in downtown Milwaukee. I asked the concierge, and they said it was a bag hanger. We're dying here. Any light any of you can shed on this would be greatly appreciated. It's to hold a pen or a quill. My grandfather had a draft table with that drawer. It is so you have a dedicated space for a pen, and you don't have to dig around in a normal large drawer. Back when we didn't have computers, your tool of choice was pen and paper, so your desk had a spot for your pen. The notch is so you can grab it and lift it out of the slot. Do you know what this tool is and what it is used for? The handle is made of wood. The tip is made of brass, I think, and it's about 15 centimeters. I found it in my grandpa's attic years ago, but nobody knows what it is. My grandpa was a plumber, but I asked plumbers. They said it's not a plumber's tool. Any help idea or clue is appreciated. This is an angled variation of a pusher-downer tool, used in hat making to position the string on the hat during the shaping process. Here you can see someone using a modern plastic and straight one, but it's the same idea. When you block felt, you tie a string tightly around the block and push it down with a pusher-downer. This string separates the crown from the brim, and the piece has a grooved edge, which guides the string. Nowadays they are straight, but they always come with an identical groove in the tip, just like yours, with one thin and one thick ridge. Source? I build hats for the entertainment industry. What is this decorative metal object found in an old barn? Around 4 inches in length, a few ounces, staked end with a through hole, and a threaded end with an eye bolt. The threads of the eye bolt don't look too old. It's quite light, and the decorative body felt soft, almost like brass, but the staked end is most likely steel, and it has a through hole about 1/4 of an inch below the body. My only guess is a decorative piece for the pull chain of a lamp or ceiling light. Has anyone ever come across one of these before? It's an antique tramell point from the late 19th to the early 20th century. Tramell points are adjustable marking tools used to draw massive circles, lay out large arcs, or measure distances that are too wide for a standard compass. They typically consist of 2 sliding metal heads that clamp onto a custom beam, ruler, or stick of any length. One head acts as the stationary pivot point with a sharp steel needle, while the other holds a pencil, pen, or second scribe point. What is this piece of orange plastic with a legal warning on it and the name Jim McMahon Jr.? I found this while beachcombing this morning in Maine. It's a little over 2 inches long and about an inch wide. I'm totally stumped on what it might be from, and the name on it has me intrigued. The text on it that can be seen says, "Warning. Theft of this property and its contents is punishable by law. A fine and/or imprisonment may result. Jim McMahon Jr." Please let me know your thoughts. It's a tag from a crab or lobster trap with the owner's name on it. It's a color-coded plastic strip issued by the state to legally identify commercial and recreational fishing gear. Each tag snaps permanently onto a trap's frame or bridge and is stamped with specific details, including the owner's license number. It helps the Maine Marine Patrol verify ownership and enforce strict individual trap limits. Tags change color every year and must be replaced and attached by June 1st to keep a trap legal through May 31st of the following year. I would like to ask for help identifying this device. It is probably a part of some kind of machine. It says it's made in the USA and patented in 1897, and made by the Whitman and Barnes Manufacturing Company. Someone suggested it might be a scale, maybe part of a hay trolley, or for setting saw teeth. I would appreciate any help. It's an antique diamond mower knife sharpener. This is what it looked like in its entirety. It was patented on June 1st, 1897 by Harding Allen of Barre, Massachusetts. It was used for grinding the cutting knives of reel-type mowing machines, like the horse-drawn and early lawn mowers. It securely holds the mower knife while grinding, and it could be used in a workshop or attached directly to a mower wheel for field use. What is this unknown tool I found while going through an old garage cabinet? Around 6 inches in length, made of wood and metal, with a screw at the end, and no identifying marks. I guess it's missing something at one end, or it's a handle from a machine. Any information would be greatly appreciated. It's a vintage adjustable edge creaser for leatherwork. It would be paired with an alcohol lamp to heat it up. Then it would be run around the edge of a piece, sealing the edge and making a decorative groove along the edge. What is this shovel-like tool made almost entirely of wood? It's the size of a regular shovel. I guess it says RW Rose on it, and it looks very old. I'm guessing it's a bread shovel or a laundry paddle. Any idea of its intended use? It's a 19th century peat spade, also known as a turf spade or peat cutter, missing the blade on one side. It's a specialized hand tool used to cut peat from bogs. Before coal, electricity, and natural gas became widely available, peat was an essential fuel in many rural communities. It was dried and used for cooking and heating throughout Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and parts of Northern Europe for centuries. It has a right-angled side wing to cut the side of a block of peat, while the main blade cuts underneath, allowing the user to lift out uniform bricks of turf. What is this thing found whilst metal detecting this evening in Old Hunstanton, Norfolk, England? It's a metal canister with a threaded cap on the bottom about 3 inches in diameter and 8 inches in length. The other end appears to be crimped or crushed and about 1 inch in diameter. Do you have any ideas on what this could be? Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.